Hello everyone, I'm Triple J and welcome to a short toy review for a very small toy. A couple weeks ago, I was happy to receive my package from Big Bad Toy Store of this new toy I had ordered. The San Diego Comic-Con exclusive figurine of Clementine from The Walking Dead Season 2 by Telltale Games. Here's the package. I specifically like that it's of Season 2 because in Season 2 you get to play as Clementine. I have a love-hate relationship with Telltale's The Walking Dead, the video game. When Season 1 came out, I loved it for the sheer amount of diversity as well as its really good quality writing that went into it. Especially as Season 2 of The Walking Dead, the television series, was on, and I really did not like the diversity that they had on the show. The one black guy says about 3 or 4 lines in the entire season, I think. And he's constantly referred to as T-Dog instead of his name Theodore. In fact, we only get to hear one person refer to him as Theodore, and that's as himself in maybe the second episode of Season 2. Not to mention that any Latino characters there have been killed off, and the gang in Atlanta caring for the seniors group, we haven't heard from them, and it's Season 5 now, and they were just in Atlanta. At any rate, enough griping about the television show. I loved how in Season 2 you got to be Clementine, and Episode 1 of Season 2 was fantastically written. In fact, I got to choose the favorite line of hers, which was "Still not bitten." However, it quickly went downhill after that for a variety of reasons that other people have gone into in depth, and which I may go into in depth later on. Saying none of these, I was happy to get a figure of Clementine, but however, it's not as good as I wish it was. So, as you can see here, here's the package. Really nice package, but you'll notice how very small it is. That's because Clementine herself is also very small. Here is Clementine. This is an extremely small figure. I honestly would have preferred something maybe twice the size. Although from what I hear, this is more in scale with the adult figures that this company makes. There's an extreme amount of detail in the figure. For example, you'll see that she has her cap on that her parents gave her, which is dotted with blood. You see the creases and the tears in her clothing from just how worn they are. The expression on her face, her hair is still tied back into the pigtails. She even comes with her backpack. She also comes with her signature weapon from the series, or second season, which is her hammer and a gun. And that's about all the good things I can really say about this figure. For example, it's very hard to stand her up. She's not well balanced at all. Her articulation is very, very limited. I'm honestly very quite afraid of bending her arms or elbows. Like, her knees, I think it's going to snap. It feels very tight and very fragile. Also, she comes with very, very small accessories. These are her accessories, a gun and a hammer. They are extremely small, they don't fit well in her hands, and I've already lost them a number of times and thankfully recovered them. Now, when you combine this with the asking price of $32.99, and that's American, which converted into Canadian ended up being a lot more, plus shipping and handling, I wish, if you really love this series and you really love this character like I do, order the toy. Otherwise, I would suggest waiting to see it in a convention. It's really good. I cannot begin to explain the significance of having a character like this, having her own action figure. She's not a grown-up badass like Michonne. She's a young child growing up in this really cruel, hard world. And, again, to have a a young black girl. That's fantastic. She has her own figure. So far as I know, I don't even think Korra of the Legend of Korra has her own action figure out. I may be wrong. I'll take a look afterwards. But overall, ordering it online, it is very expensive for a small figure with small accessories that can be very easily lost, and a figure that is very hard to pose and put in place. I'm not sure if I can really recommend it. Luckily, in terms of standing her up, she's got some help with that. As you can see, Clementine is being well looked after by my crew of kaiju fighting mecha. I'm Triple J, and that's all I've got left to say. Take care.